All right, people, I have a plan here for WYNN. WYNN is set up to test 143 to 146. The September 15 135 calls could be used. Now, I want to explain a few facts. So, 139 and 142, I will explain what those numbers mean in the video. So, before we get to these targets, how we act at 139 142 area, it could be a profitable zone, it could be a profit zone requiring more another entry as well. It doesn't mean that we're just going to confirm this plan and magically fly to these numbers. However, big picture, the way WYNN is set up, we go to those levels, but at least to this 140 to this 139 to 142 zone, we'll have to see how we act there and the kind of power we get to that level. But that's what I mean by those numbers. Those are our key pivot points, and I need to see what kind of action is happening there to give me to give me a reason, whether it could be simply a hold still because everything is all fine and dandy, and then there could be multiple entries, but big picture targets are 143, 146. WYNN needs to break above. So that's why you want to follow me on Power Trick or Trade on StockTwits or on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, WYNN needs to break above 135.75. Okay, on some good action volume. And good action volume is 300K at least. Okay, on a 10-minute chart. I didn't write it down, but people that are listening to me, the least key numbers are posted in the boxes about what I explain, and you need to have that understanding before you take action. So if the volume is not there, we can watch for some basing of 130, 135.75 and look for power towards 136. We'll see the action. I will post if this confirms or not. This is something that could confirm today. I really like this. It goes to show you this market is going to be a chop market, and the right stocks can go up, and the right stocks will chop or go down. They're just all going through their phases. It's a matter of seeing the signals and the right pivots and so on. And this is what I'm all about, people. Let's go take a look at the options together. All right, I'm making this video, as you can see, before market opens here. Of course, yesterday WYNN was down $1.40. However, we're up 25 cents pre-market. Already a good sign. But you know what? Still, we need to confirm. Confirmation is key. We do have a market that, well, I made a SPY plan, but who says it confirms it, right? So it's a matter of confirmation. Just like everything's about confirmation. So let's take a look at the options. All right, I have the September 15 options up here. So let's go take a look at the... One second. Well, now it's moving. Damn thing slow. Okay, so here's the 135s. Now you can see that yesterday we had about 572 options traded, but the open interest is definitely in the 135 calls. Okay, you've got the 140s as well. Okay, I mean, these could be used as well, but the ones I'm going to talk about and reference and want to engage in is more the in the money calls, the 135 calls. Right now they're at 3.8, and they could confirm at a 4 something, so on and so forth. And again, here's the open interest, and this is the volume. Alright, people, welcome to Power Target Trades, the place where I post great detailed plans. This is a great channel to subscribe to. See this picture of me at the end of the video is going to appear here in a circle format. Simply click on it. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. If you're serious about making money in options, you want to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you also want to be, following me on Power Trick or Trade for updates and confirmation on StockTwits or on Twitter. Same name, Power Trick or Trade. And when you're on this, you want to take a look at this created playlist. What this does is this has a lot of plans that were great examples of plans that triggered. In other words, we had a plan before the trigger and the exiting, and it shows you the gains and everything. These are very powerful. So inside of this created playlist is powerful information that will help you engage in new plans. Okay, in fact, everything this channel is about, the banner, when you come and visit it, it tells you wait for confirmation, study the videos. It's telling you all the right habits to be successful in the markets. And again, listen to my instructions, what I'm saying, because what I'm saying, believe me, people, there's a lot of power in what I'm saying. There's a guy who likes to, was calling you, for example, anything, everything's a high flyer to him. So WYNN was a high flyer at 106, 108. I call him the high flyer man, and wait for it, and meanwhile WYNN has been going up ever since then. Wrong, 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 but never wrong, he thinks he says himself. But yet, you don't want to be like these type of people that of course he's going to only trade small lots because he's wrong by a million. Look at, if he was short from 106 to 108 and never admitted to covering, never admitted to being wrong, he's still wrong. He was figuring it was going to fall. His mental attitude was at 115, and you have to, in the market, you have to change your mind. You cannot be a rigid. Just like if we don't want to confirm WYNN, and WYNN doesn't act in a certain way, does it mean you have to learn to change your mind. The key is making profits. Another thing, people, I suggest you when you make 100% gains in options, or things don't, you take your gains and you move on. Right? WYNN is a great setup, and big target. Those are the longer term targets that I'm seeing. And that is the picture, and of course when we confirm, that's going to even be better. So there you have, people, a great special update for WYNN. I made multiple plans for WYNN, but I like this one. I like where we're at, and WYNN's the kind of stock looks like it wants. It's been very strong lately as well. That wants higher prices. We are in a good setup, and confirmation. This confirmation will only make it better, and we have those targets to look at. That's explained in the video. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.